Hey guys, welcome to my next video. My name is Olasanadia Joseph-Ebare, and welcome to this channel called It's About Becoming. Essentially, this channel is focused on those of you who know that you are looking to become more with life. Like, life and the essence of life is about growth. And to be happy, in my definition of happiness, is to see that you are making progress, because as a human being, we are designed to be progressive. We're designed to make progress, right? And so today I want to talk about like the 3 key ways to tell you're distracted and the 3 things that you could do to prevent yourself from being distracted. So I coach a lot of people. I coach at least, at the moment, I'm probably coaching like 30 people a month. And for me, that's a lot because I have a full-time job at the same time. And what I've learned is that a lot of people are really, really distracted. And today I want to share some of the things that, 3 telltale signs that you are distracted. So number 1 is you haven't had any achievements in the last 1 year beyond the general like achievements. And in some cases, this might apply to university students. Like, let's say you're in university, or let's say you're a trainee pharmacist, or let's say you're a medical student, and you know your progression is kind of laid out for you, in a sense that the government or the institutions, the powers that be, say, okay, between this year and next year, you're going to go from year 5 to year 6, or like, you know, you're going to sit the exam between this year and next year. So that's progress, but that's not really your own engineered progress. That's more progress that has just been kind of imparted on you, not progress that comes from within you. So like, when I say no achievements, I'm referring to those individuals who are just essentially just drifting through life. And if you're drifting through life, you're not really going to have much achievements. Achievements is going to, you look back at your year and you're thinking, where did the year go? Wow, this year is going so quickly and I haven't done anything yet with it beyond going on holiday or whatever it is. So I would say a lack of achievement is one sign that you're distracted. Number 2 is no clear vision or goals. So when I ask you questions, or when your friends ask you questions about what do you want to achieve, what are your goals, you're like, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking about it, but like I'm not sure what my goals are. Like, essentially, you have enough time to figure it out. And if you are still stuck with it, you can send me a DM, you can message me, you can email me, because essentially, like, in one conversation, I can highlight to you what your goals are. So you're always one conversation around having a more clearer understanding of your goals. So like, you don't necessarily need to have them physically like but you want to have a clear vision. Like, when we talk about vision, what is vision? Vision is essentially like sight. So you can see where you're going, right? And to those of you who can't see where you're going, it essentially implies that, I'm getting a bit frustrated, but it kind of, if you have no clear vision, it's like you're walking in the dark. You're walking into your future in darkness. And to those of you who aspire for greatness, and by the way, you don't have to be famous to be great. Like, greatness and fame are not connected. Greatness is about the level of value that you provide. And everyone can provide high value. So like, don't get me started on that. But that aside, like, to those of you who want to be great, you have to be intentional. You can't just walk through the dark and wake up at greatness. And everybody can be great. Anyway, so like, you need to have a vision. You need to be able to see. And if you don't have a clear vision on your goals, it's very much a telltale sign that you are severely distracted. And then the third thing is feeling like if you disconnected, like, just not even practically doing it, but just feeling like if you disconnected from social media, you're gonna feel like, wow, what am I doing with myself? Or like you're feeling like, oh, I need to reconnect back onto social media. Have I missed something? I'm gonna miss something important. I'm gonna miss important information. Like the feeling to be connected, like, you know, all of these lies that you tell yourself. And the reason why they are lies is because if it's important, it will find you, and the people that love you and care for you will call you anyway. So like that would be a really good telltale test, you know, to identify, you know, who loves me, who doesn't love me, if you decided to disconnect. But the feeling, my pain point is the feeling that if you disconnected from social media, you'll feel like, okay, what am I doing with myself? It's that feeling. Anyway, now I want to talk about what to do. So, number one, develop a daily discipline. Now, some of my best sessions as a coach has been helping people to understand, and people come into their own realizations that developing a daily discipline can feed into other things. And I practice everything I preach. I go to the gym every single day. I take an ice bath every single day. But don't get me wrong, there is some days that we fall from greatness. And like in those days, we need to give ourselves grace because things do happen. But don't miss 2 days. Go every single day and have the mindset that every day I am going to show up for this activity. Recently, I was coaching someone and she said to me, Oz, I realized that, you know what, if I developed my spiritual life, that will be the foundation upon which everything else rises. And essentially, she came to a realization that she needs to be disciplined with her spirituality so that she could be disciplined in actuality. And so like essentially it comes down to being more disciplined, and choose something that you enjoy, or choose something that you know that will benefit you. And if it's enjoyable, make sure it's something that benefits you. I'm not saying you should have ice cream every day. What I am saying is that you should do something that you know will benefit you in the long term. And you have to play the long game. The wealthy people, the entrepreneurs, the people who are successful, I mean, at least the successful entrepreneurs, because you can have failing ones and successful ones. But anyway, the successful ones play the long game. Any successful marriage is about playing the long game. Do you understand? Like, it's not just about the lovey-dovey at the initial stages of things. It's not. It's about investing into the future. And you have to invest in your future by having a daily discipline and showing up for it on a consistent basis. Consistency is the basis of every single thing you can see. Even with this hat, this clothes, this face, everything was on the basis of consistency. I had to continue to eat to be alive. Someone had to continue to believe in Adidas for this hat to be here on my head. Even this room that I'm in needed consistent builders, consistently working on something. So everything needs consistency to survive. Without consistency, you cannot make a single achievement. So develop a daily discipline, because when you have a daily discipline, it can give you a foundation upon which you must rise. And you have to rise, and you will rise if you have a daily discipline. It may take some time, and I can't tell you when that time will take or how long it will take, because everyone is different. But I would say definitely have one discipline every new 90 days. And if you stack disciplines on top of each other, even better. So what I did was I started going to the gym every day, right? Then after some time of pure consistency, I now start taking a book with me to the gym every day. Now I read loads of books in the gym, right? So this is a great example of consistency. Then after the gym, I go and have an ice bath, right? The next habit. Okay. And then also journaling when I wake up in the morning. But to be fair, I have missed journaling, so again, I have to give myself grace. But like, to be honest, I've recently downloaded a new app called Otter AI, and it's been really useful in terms of like, my business mentor asked me to download this app, and I can basically transcribe my thoughts, not my thoughts, but like, you know, I can voice note, and it can basically like, I'll drop the link in my bio, but it's a really good app, and I recommend it to those of you who like to have thoughts, not like to have thoughts, everybody has thoughts, but like you like to think out loud, and let's say you're on your own in the car, you're about to do something, or like, you know, you wake up in the morning and you want to just journal, but you don't have the time to, it will basically transcribe your voice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It transcribes your voice. Okay, and that brings me comfortably to my second point. Find a mentor. So knowledge collapses time, right? Knowledge collapses time. What do I mean by that? So essentially, the more you know, the less time it takes you to make an achievement. So for example, I'm in process of raising the capital to get a house. I'm not saving my way to it. No. To be honest, with my goals, I want to have 30 properties by 35. You're not really going to be able to save your way to 30 properties. It's not really realistic. So it's better we learn how and where to get money from now. And I'm in process of getting equity, but first I needed to find a mentor. My mentor now directed me to a book. The book has now given me the knowledge I need to collapse the time taken for me to start on that journey of getting a property. So essentially, like, having a mentor will save you a lot of time. And time is your most valuable asset. Some people say time is money, but I disagree. Time is infinitely more valuable than money. Infinitely. Anyway, so, I mean, like, you can get more money, but you can't get more time. Like, if you had £1 million, right? And someone said you're gonna, okay, let's say someone says you can live 1 million years, and actually, no, I'm gonna mess up this example, so I'm not gonna say it. But basically, time is more valuable than money, because just believe me, you can get more money, you can't get more time. Like, let's say you're working at the, you know, you work all the way to the end of the month. It's been 30 days. You're dry. You get more money. Your money comes back, but you don't get the 30 days back again. But anyway, so find a mentor, and finding a mentor is really easy. A lot of people think it's difficult, but it's not. Essentially, it's important to find a way. But the way I found my mentors was through looking at my WhatsApp and going through my WhatsApp to see, okay, who was I inspired by? Who was trying to inspire me as well? So like you have people who showed up in your life at certain times, and maybe back then you weren't ready. Maybe you're ready now. And so in my situation, I looked through my WhatsApp and I started being like, oh yeah, there's this person, there's that person, and this person who was in, like, let's say the top 1% of my network, and they were hyper focused on intention. They were interested in me because I was doing something interesting at the time, but I wasn't able to manifest that because I was distracted again. So I reached out to them, and there is a saying, and I believe this saying, that when the student is ready, the master will appear. And I very much believe in that. And then finally, disconnect from social media for 30 days. Now, some of you may have sensed this was coming, but yeah, it's coming. I disconnected from social media for 90 days. I'm only going to say 30 because I know for some people it's a big challenge. But if you can do 90, do it. Because you want to get out of a habit of waking up, going on social media, investing so much time and getting no ROI, right? So disconnect from social media for 30 days. And trust me, you will feel a difference. Initially, it's not going to feel nice, because with every intention, there is always disruption. Trust me, it's not going to feel great. But I promise you, if you believe, you can 100% achieve. And please drop a comment in the, down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you want to hear more content like this. And yeah, stay blessed by the best. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Peace out.